What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 201st edition of the Sports Reality. My name is Jeremy John, and I have two guests with me. On my left, Harold Laws of BLK Sports 980, and my man to my right, Matthew. We won't say your middle name, White, unless you want it out there. How's everything with you all, man?
Oh, it's great. Good, beautiful, man. Enjoying this hot weather.
It was blazing yesterday, wasn't it?
Cooking.
Blazing out here. You know what? During the winter, we said we wanted this heat, and now it's here, and we ain't dealing too well with it right now. Yeah, we definitely want to give it back.
I'm not trying to give it back.
You like the warm weather.
I'm trying to keep it all year long.
You try and get that tropical.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, what y'all do this weekend, man? Let's start off with what happened this weekend.
It was a chill weekend for me, dog.
Oh.
I didn't really do too much. Usually I'm out and about doing something. This weekend, felt like I was chilling.
That's what's up. What about you, Matt?
It was Uncle Scooty's birthday.
It
It
was.
starts Monday. It was great. Went out there,
Father's
had a
Day, no?
block party. Oh yeah, true.
I mean, we act like we ain't got fathers or something. Like we ain't got no fathers. Like, you know, nah, we ain't fathers.
Actually, my brothers and I were all worked yesterday. So my mom took my dad out, and then we're supposed to go out later today. So today we're actually celebrating. So yeah, really, I didn't do anything for Father's Day yet.
Yeah,
So,
well, I
yeah.
went bowling.
That's what's up.
My father, and it was straight. It was cool. Bowled for a couple of hours.
That's what's up. We have a new engineer in the building. His name is Crosby. Crosby, man, how's everything with you, man?
Everything's good today. Yeah, long drive, but everything's cool.
A long drive from where, man?
I'm from Southern Maryland.
Okay, all right. That is kind of a trek.
Yeah.
Real cool. We always ask the new engineers, their experience in sports, man. Well, what's your experience in it?
My brother's like a baseball and basketball fanatic, but other than that, like I don't know. I'll obviously like gain interest in sports because of your show, but I watch it every now and again. Like the finals, I just watched with the Cavs and the Warriors, and like that's about like where it peaks, I suppose. Like once everything gets to like championships, I'll like watch them.
Well, yeah, nothing's wrong with that, and that's what you're gonna learn on this show. You're gonna get some interesting insights, and probably your interest level will peak. I have seen it. I'm not trying to, toot my own horn, but I have seen it with other producers. They would hit me up during the week and be like, "Yo, like I'm watching this now. Like I would have never watched that." So yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, man. I'm glad to have you here. Let's start off with some weekend quick hitters. Andre Ward, TKO of Kovalev. What was that, like in the 8th round?
A low blow.
See, that's the controversy right now. That's the controversy.
That thing-
Was it a low blow or not? Man, I mean,
Was it enough to call the fight? That's the question, really.
I don't think it was enough to call the fight, but it was teetering. It was borderline.
Yeah.
It was there. But right before, Kovalev had some interesting remarks about Andre Ward. Now, this was their second time they were fighting. And Harold, I know you're a boxing guy. What happened the first time?
I don't know.
I want to say Ward won, but there was controversy, so they had a rematch. And Kovalev this past week had you ever seen those I guess those meme videos where the people are typing on their phones, they make it look like an iPhone, and they tweet the conversation, blah blah blah. Well, Kovalev created one. And he made one where he's talking to Ward, and he's saying how he's going to beat Ward. And Ward's character in the video is typing and then deleting. But it wasn't just that. It was what he was typing and deleting. Ward is a devout Christian, from what we understand. And what he was implying that Ward would say to him was, he was using profanity and the N-word. So Ward felt some type of way because he felt like, yo, this Russian dude thinks this is how I speak. All right. So this happened on Friday where he spoke about it and said, oh yeah, he gonna get it in the ring. And by the results, he definitely got it in the ring. He lost by TKO. So now Ward is 2-0 versus Kovalev. We don't have much time because we have our NBA mock draft, but sticking in boxing real quick, Mayweather, McGregor, it's finally happening.
Log it in.
August 26th in Vegas. We have a lot of time to talk about this.
We
in
going
the,
to
in
Vegas,
the summer.
though? We plan a trip to go out there?
Did not bring it up. Did not
What's
bring it up.
good?
Hey man, we might.
You watch it from the hotel. 'cause
Yeah,
you
yeah, we
gotta
just
get in the building, man.
Yeah, I already checked ticket prices. Cheapest thing is $25.
My checking and savings set up. I don't know, bro.
We can make the flight out there.
Right.
But we got enough time to talk about this and analyze this just quickly. Who do you think is winning this fight, Harold?
It's Mayweather. It's no question. It's not even.
It's not even.
It's not even up for discussion, really, for real.
Mayweather, and I think he'll actually knock him out. When's the last time Mayweather won by knockout?
It's been
Is it,
maybe no.
90.
We knocked out Ricky Hatton.
yeah, Ricky. That's what I was thinking. Ricky
Like,
Hatton,
Ricky
and that was like the first time I
Yeah.
really saw Mayweather.
But this is gonna be bad because
gonna be
you gotta think the best boxers can't touch Floyd.
Yes.
This guy's not a boxer,
Nope.
and he's
No.
stepping into his arena. That's like
Stepping
me
into-
trying to play LeBron. It's a fail. He going. I don't even know why it's up for
You
discussion.
give LeBron a couple buckets.
No, a couple
McGregor
buckets.
might not hit Mayweather.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
So Harold's more likely to score a point on LeBron one-on-one
Oh,
And that's-
LeBron's defense is
than McGregor
it's been
winning.
Look. I'm
than
honored
him
over here,
punching.
man. Let me put my jersey on, man. Let me see if I can get a tryout for the Wizards or something.
Man, oh man. Other things. U.S. Open was this weekend. Brooks Kopeck won the U.S. Open. I think he won with 16 under par. It's a very low-scoring event this weekend, which is pretty fun. The golf course was a large golf course out in Wisconsin, large fairways, and which allows for a lot of, I guess you could say, like in golf, offense. I guess
Yeah,
a lot of scoring.
Yeah,
It wasn't too much
I
of.
did not the rated difficulty.
Yes,
was a low.
yes. So it was like a fast pace, like a shootout, and it was actually it was okay. I watched a little bit yesterday, and then I fell asleep. But
Yeah,
it was okay.
That's usually what happens when you watch golf. I mean, I play, so I have a deeper appreciation for it, but still, it's different. It's different.
Definitely. All right, let's get into the NBA Finals. Last Monday, it was I guess this show starts midday. It was 9 hours before Game 5. I predicted that the Cavaliers would win Game 5. I just had a feeling, and it was going to somehow go to at least 6 games. 12 hours after the show, we already knew it was a wrap. Golden State Warriors, they win in 5 games. Kevin Durant, MVP. Does the move for Kevin Durant, does the Warriors winning justify Kevin Durant's move to the team? Start with you, Matt.
Absolutely. That was the only goal. He went to Oakland to win a championship. He won a championship.
I
And
like
he was
this
the best
guy.
player.
Like this guy. He said I could score buckets on LeBron, and now he's talking truth about KD being justified. I'm with him 100%. He's justified. That you play basketball to win a championship. You don't play for any other reason. And the fact that that's what he accomplished, you can say if you don't like the move, you can say it's easy or whatever. I mean, people would say it's easy. Do they even understand what it takes to win a championship?
Still had to get there.
Yeah, how much
he's-
work it requires, how much grinding it takes. It takes so much. It requires so much. So, you can make that work a little lighter and accomplish your goal. Anybody would do it,
I've always said this, even up until last week's show. I said I didn't really like the move to the specific team. I'm not one of these people that say you got to play for the team that drafted you for your entire career. I just felt like going to the Warriors, the team that beat you when you had a 3-1 lead, that kind of bothered me. It kind of felt like, man, were you competitive at all? It's kind of like, I can still compare it. It's kind of like when you're at the open gym and your team loses, and then when your team's back up on the floor, you're like, nah, I'm going to set it out because this team back here, I'm about to just ride with them. It kind of bothered me. I was just like, So you about to just go play for the team that embarrassed you, and you were actually kind of part of the reason that you lost that 3-1 lead. Now his goal was to, of course, win an NBA Finals. So in his mind, and of course, 20, 30 years from now, we're all going to probably agree on this. It was justified.
Look, he got the MVP.
It was
If
justified.
he didn't get
He
the
was the
MVP,
best player on the best team.
Yeah,
Yes.
if he didn't get the MVP of it, then I'll be like, oh, well, he was just riding the coattails of other players. But he clearly dominated in the finals and showed that if he's not 1A, he's 1B to LeBron. And to me, I feel like he's justified. Because at the end of the day, he could play on teams for the rest of his career and not win a championship. And that would be the standard that he'll be held to for the rest of his career. Now he has a championship. If he goes somewhere else and builds up another team, he still has the opportunity to do that. Build up a team or take a lesser team up to the final. He's still going to have that opportunity. But you don't get many opportunities to win a championship while you're in the league. So
Yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying. It was justified. Now, I'm not going to say the other side. I'm. How do I say this? When it comes to a lot of athletes, they always say, yeah, that first championship was the most special. I think maybe in a couple years when Kevin Durant wins another, because he's going to win at least one or two more.
I think so.
And I think depending on the situation of that season, I think people are going to look at a future NBA Finals victory as, that was the one. Similar to how LeBron James, after last season, everyone's kind of like, you know what? He has 3 rings, but that third one was the one where we're like, you really dominated. Even though LeBron dominated in Miami, it was a little easier when you have Dwayne Wade playing well, Chris Bosh playing well, Ray Allen hitting clutch shots, Shane Battier, Mike Miller, another white guy. But after last season where you're down 3-1, you come back and not only the offensive performance, but the defensive performance that LeBron had, a lot of people are going to say that was the finals victory that I guess, and this is the thing, we as fans, it doesn't matter what we think, but we as fans going to say we value.
Cleveland never won anything.
Yes, we're going to say we
why.
value that one over some other ones. Kind of similar to, did you all watch the Boston Celtics LA 30 for 30 this past week?
No.
Nah, but I heard about it.
It's really good.
I feel like they keep doing this.
It's 5 hours.
Boston versus the Lakers. Like, they have so much.
Yeah.
It just
They do.
they bring it up every couple years. Larry Bird, Magic. Like, they just
This
recycle
one,
this.
I remember they had one on HBO. They had one on NBA TV. This one was on ESPN. And I'm not going to give away too much because I want to talk about it in a later show. But what year was it? The 87 finals, I think. When you look at the documentary, the way Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played in that finals, it was almost like, you know what? A lot of people will remember that specific one. Not the one he won in Milwaukee. Not the one where they beat Philly and they had beat Boston. They had beat some other teams ahead before that. That one against the Celtics, especially when he played horribly the first, you could say, 2 games of that series, and then he bounced back at the age 8 that he was at the time. A lot of people say, like, that was the one where you could say he really, like, that's probably his most special one. So I think Kevin Durant, I think he's going to win more. At the end of the day, I think people will say his future rings will be the more special one. That's what I think. But the move for him is justified. The move for us, we will say in the future, is justified.
Yeah,
I just think a lot of people were just kind of upset. And even me, I'm kind of like, man, I'm not upset, but I'm kind of like, man, you went to the team that beat you.
let me clarify. I don't personally like KD because I feel like he's like shafted the area, and even though he tries
whole
like
nother
he tries
story-
to,
a whole nother
you know,
show
he
for
tries
that
to-
one.
He tries to throw like little shout outs to the area, but in reality, he's not really. You know what I'm saying? He's not really about here. He didn't. So I don't know, but he's justified from a basketball standpoint as far
the
as that he
Wizards
got.
really weren't trying to get Kevin Durant, though.
Well, they really were.
I don't know.
By
man.
getting Scott Brooks here, they really were.
How is that a move to play with your old coach that you just lost with?
Well,
to
this is
get
the thing.
Same one?
I'm not. That's Ernie's dumb. Ernie's dumb. Ernie thought that this was a tactic to possibly lure KD in, but the fact that he couldn't even get a conversation.
That's the blower right there.
That's a joke. Like I know.
And the reason why, and I've spoken about this on the show, the reason why the Wizards couldn't get a conversation was, and these are quotes from Kevin Durant himself, the fan base isn't loyal
It's true.
because they were cheering for me when I played for OKC when I came in town. Well, of course, you're Mr. Basketball for DC in 2006. You went to Montrose Christian Academy, powerhouse school. You were the number 2 overall pick. Not only are you
AAU
from
basketball, DC Assault? Come
not
on.
not only are you from the area, you're from Prince George's
County.
County, not some middle of nowhere Northern Virginia, which is like an hour just to get here. Not Southern Maryland, no shots at Southern Maryland. Not Baltimore, and then you're playing for the Wizards. You were literally a 5-minute drive from USA Arena. The old Cap Center.
Yeah.
Like, that's where he lived. Like, he could pretty much walk to the Cap Center. And then, of course, the Verizon Center here in D.C. Like, that was the thing where you said the fan base wasn't loyal. And also, let's be real. What have the Wizards / Bullets given this area since 1979?
Gilbert Arenas.
What is this area known for? A lot of transplant. Oh, losing, but a lot of transplant
Nobody from DC is from
residents.
DC.
Yeah.
No one from DC is from DC. No one that lives in DC is from DC right now. So of course the Verizon Center is going to be filled for certain teams.
Yeah.
Like, we just know that it's a working
When the
city.
Lakers come in, it's Lakers nation.
When the last time the Lakers made the playoffs?
Look, hold on. There's no need to talk about the Lakers.
But how often are they sold out for the
Oh,
Lakers?
Endless. They're the best fans nationwide.
Exactly. So when back to Kevin Durant, when he says, the fan base isn't loyal because, road teams come in here and you know what? That's a terrible excuse. If you just want to say, look, I don't want to play for Scott
That's what I'm
Brooks.
saying.
If you want to say, hey, I don't think I'm going to be a fit, but for you to be your number one reason is the fan base isn't loyal, come on, dog. Get out of here. So I went from praising Kevin Durant to
Yeah, I know.
Get him out of here.
to not wanting
But
it.
that's how it goes. He's created that narrative about himself because of his actions. So
Exactly.
it's fair.
Wanda, his mother, she was on the flow like she was on the team.
She's very excited. That was her ring too.
And you know what? It is her ring.
She's MVP.
Like, I ain't trying to throw shade. I'm trying to tell the truth, man.
Gave
She
it to her.
she's a great mother.
I mean, you gotta realize she did everything in her ability as a single mother, for the most part, to try to provide for her son and give him an opportunity. And, and she was in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can take that away from her. Now, she's very outspoken, very, like a prominent figure as far as when it comes to her. But that's her son. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how whatever girl he decides to date and want to like be in a serious relationship, how that's going to work out when you know what I'm saying? Because
Kevin
they
Durant does
attached
not
at the
care
hip.
about women.
I'm just saying you.
He just wants to play basketball and not brush his hair.
I don't know, dog, but
Bang bang.
But when you gotta leave and cleave, I don't know. It just looked too. I don't know, man.
I love the biblical references right
Right,
there.
yo, you like that, right?
I love that. Well, other NBA news, there was a trade that happened Saturday, which will become official, I guess, later today, or it probably already has. The Boston Celtics, which had the number 1 draft pick in this upcoming draft, decided to trade that pick to the Philadelphia 76ers. So they swapped positions, moved from 1 to 3. Philly now has the number 1 pick. They have... Not they, but Joel Embiid has been tweeting who they going to get. And we'll talk about that in our upcoming mock draft, which will start in probably a couple minutes. Were you shocked? I'm going to start with you, Matt. Were you shocked that the Celtics ended up trading that pick?
I wasn't shocked that the Celtics traded the pick. The Celtics know what they need. Like, if they're going to attempt to win in the next couple of years, they have to go get superstars. They don't need, like, players that will be good in 3 or 4 years. They have to get people that are good now to try to beat aging LeBron and Kevin Love.
What about you, Harold? Were you shocked by that trade?
Nah, I mean, I wasn't shocked, but I was surprised. But I'm not really so much surprised on the part of the Celtics, because for the Celtics it makes sense. You don't need the number 1 pick. Your team's already good. I feel like there's at least 10 really good prospects in this draft. So anywhere in that 10 spot, within the top 10, you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? As far as if you're the Celtics, it's a brilliant move for them because they re-up. You know what I'm saying? But for the Sixers, I think that they're on the cusp of making it or being a much better team. I just don't know if, things just don't always go the way that you think they're gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Do. I think that they have the core that they want to have going forward with Fultz and Saric and Simmons and Embiid and Robert Covington. I feel like that's a good 5 to, like, we are, for the next however many years, this is our group that we are going to try to win with.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Sixers, they got a future pick. Not the Sixers, the Celtics.
Yeah, they got a future first.
Yeah, future first.
Which is going to be another top 10 pick.
Good.
Yep.
They have 7 first-round picks in the next 2 drafts.
That's Danny Ainge running that organization like that.
Mm-hmm.
He doing it just like he played basketball. Man. It's solid, just solid. That's a solid, method to building your team and making it great.
So, this is our first ever mock draft on this show, and of course, the first NBA mock draft. Got some, I guess you would say, some motivation from my boy Harold right here from BLK Sports 980. You all did the mock NFL draft on your podcast, and I said, you know what? Why haven't I ever thought about doing something like this?
Yeah.
I spoke with my man Matt here. Then you hit me up on Friday, was like, oh yeah, I'm in there, and I said, oh well, we doing a mock draft.
Okay, bet.
And you were just like, well, I got my stuff, so we're gonna have our first mock draft. I'm gonna start with you, Harold. Number 1 pick, Philadelphia 76ers. Who are they selecting?
So this one was interesting to me because Markelle Fultz is, I'm going to select him. To me, he's Bradley Beal. Like, he's a Bradley Beal clone. A lot of the same attributes, a lot of the same scoring abilities. He's not really a point guard so much
It's like a tweener.
He's a scoring guard, but I believe that, he has the ability to create his own shot and, will be a solid guard at the next level. I mean, this is a mock draft and these are prospects. So, like, when I'm throwing out, like, comparisons, I'm putting out, like, the best possible case, you know what I'm saying? I ain't have enough time to look at, like, who their sorry comparison is or whatever. So
I would say, and I said it from the beginning, when I was started this process, the number 1 pick will be Markelle Fultz going to the Celtics. The trade happened, and it did not sway my opinion. Markelle Fultz, drafted by the 76ers now, 6'4", 195. I think one of his strengths is, like Harold said, a scorer. One weakness, or I wouldn't say a weakness, a slight question mark. Mm-hmm. If you're the number 1 pick, I don't know how your Division I school can only win 9 games. I understand it's the Pac-10. I understand UCLA was doing their thing. Oregon was doing their thing. Arizona. But I would think you will win more than 9 games. So this is something I want to look to. Was it because of the zero talent and the terrible coaching staff? Because their coaching staff was bad. Mm-hmm. He was bad.
Could be all of the above.
And is it, well, now he's going to have NBA talent and he's going to look better? Or is it just... he ain't going to elevate a team?
So when you're looking at these prospects, the thing that you got to look at is how do they perform against other talent. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're not bringing their team with them to the NBA.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You're just bringing that player, and you want to see if they have the distinct attributes that will translate to the next level. This guy does have those attributes. So for me, if I'm making a number one selection, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it's competitive nature could be a question mark, but you know, I think those are things you can. You know, you're not bringing him on a team and asking him to do everything.
Exactly.
You're bringing him on a team with other pieces that you have, and you're asking him to do what he does well. So
He doesn't have to be the best player
Yeah,
every
exactly.
night.
That's true. That's
Like,
true.
they have Embiid, they have Simmons. Like, he can not like take a back seat, but he doesn't have to get 40 points for his terrible teammates to like have a chance to win the game.
All right, Matt. So who you got?
Oh,
Are we
Fultz.
just
Easy.
saying consensus
Say,
number one pick?
Fultz, number one pick, easy.
All right, go on to the second pick, Matt.
Lonzo Ball. Let's go. I've been waiting for this pick all draft process. Lakers get Lonzo Ball. They can move D'Angelo Russell off ball and have the best passing backcourt in the NBA.
Well, real quick, I want to go back to the number one pick. I forgot to mention this. NBA comparison for Markelle Fultz could possibly be a DeMar DeRozan type, or even a James Harden
Let's
type.
go. Big
Oh,
playmaking
well,
guard.
I have somebody else on my James Harden comparison.
We'll get into that. Number two pick, the Lakers select Lonzo Ball, floor general, good size for a point guard. He's 6'6". Yes, he's 190, but he's 6'6", playing the guard position. 190 is perfectly
bigger.
exactly.
bigger.
190 is the perfect size. One of his weaknesses, maybe the on-ball defense. Off the ball defense, I think he's going to get a lot of steals. He's probably going to average 2 steals a game, probably. And 2 steals a game in the NBA is pretty good. Overall strength, as of now, that's something he needs to work on. NBA comparison could possibly be as great
Definitely Jason.
as Jason Kidd, but he can also be as solid as Sean Livingston without injuries.
So okay, I like that. Just Sean Lewis
Sean
before the
Livingston's a
Andrews
good
thing.
one.
That's a good one.
Go ahead, Harold.
To me, and I had to like go back and watch it because I've been very critical of Lonzo Ball. Maybe because I don't like his dad.
It's a crazy father.
Yeah, crazy dad. So that's kind of like, jarred me away. But I went back and watched the tape. This dude can do it. He can do it.
He
Like
get it done.
flat out. Like he may have issues with his defense at the next level versus like guards and stuff. But his court vision, his ability to like get the ball up the floor quickly, even his shooting ability. I know he has an awkward shot, and sometimes when people have awkward shots, like and subconsciously we be like, he can't shoot or he's not a good
Goes
shooter
in.
but this dude can consistently hit shots from the outside. To me, this is my opinion. I know I could be on an island, but he's more reminiscent, in my opinion, to Steph Curry than anybody else because of the fact that
Ooh.
he can create his own shot.
What did LeVar say?
He can get to he can get to the basket. He's a very good passer. He's unselfish. Steph Curry has all those attributes, like, you know what I'm saying? And he can shoot. He got range too. He can shoot deep. And he's athletic. Like he can dunk, he can catch oops.
He can do it all.
He can do it all. For the Lakers to get him, that's good. But I'm not with you on this point. I think they should move D'Angelo Russell and bring somebody else in because to me, D'Angelo Russell's not a true number 2 guard. He's not a true shooting guard. He's a one hybrid, more like Russell Westbrook. So that may be an issue down the line. But he still tops in my book.
All right, hell. Start off with the number 3 pick.
Number
Boston.
3.
Who they going with?
Probably Josh Jackson from Kansas. To me, he's like a poor man's Andrew Wiggins. So
I hope not. I hope he's better than Andrew
he's
Wiggins.
He's not as good of a shooter. Andrew Wiggins is a proficient scorer. Josh Jackson to me can score the basketball, but he's not. He had struggles in that NCAA finals.
Can't shoot.
We're trying to
There's a
shoot
hitch
the
in
ball.
shot.
Yeah, but I think he has touch. That's something I've been able to see from him, that he has touch. And touch you can work with. But when you just have somebody and there's so much work that needs to happen on their jump shot, that's not a good formula for going to the next level. But with the squad that they have, with the Suns and their team, they don't have a small forward.
All right, so I'm in agreement with you. Josh Jackson's going to be the number 3 pick to the Boston Celtics, 6'8", 203. Can be a great defender, good spot-up shooter, and very athletic. One of the things he got better as the year went on. One of the things, like I say, maybe a weakness, shooting off the dribble, maybe one of his weaknesses. I do not have the NBA comparison for this. We'll probably see later. What about you, Matt?
Oh, number 3, Josh Jackson.
Okay, so we're in consensus.
First 3 picks, we're like together.
All right, so this is where I think it's going to start getting interesting.
It's
Pick
gonna
number
go
4,
crazy,
and just for this, we have about maybe 25 minutes. So I did want us to go in extensive for the first 3 picks, but let's go a little faster for now on. Number 4 pick, Phoenix. Who they going with?
Jason Tatum.
I'm going with Jason Tatum. Also, what about you, Harold?
Jason Tatum.
Okay, so consensus for the first 4 picks. One thing I'm going to say, 6'8", 204. Good isolation moves on offense, but he can be inconsistent when rushed. And an NBA comparison, Otto Porter Jr.
Really? I think he can score better than Otto
He
Porter.
can get a little more
I think
buckets.
I had like T-Mac is my comparison.
That is very high.
No, it's
is
high,
high
but I'm
praise.
just saying, like, I'm talking about like perspective. He has the ability at his size, 6'8", he can handle the rock. He can shoot from the outside, and he's he's athletic. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I think if they get him, that's gonna be definitely
Suns
a
get
steal.
T-Mac, they'll be a difficult team to beat.
Yeah.
All right, number 5 pick. Start with you, Matt.
Fox.
Sacramento.
De'Aaron Fox.
My man.
Okay, so I also have De'Aaron Fox.
My man.
Harold, you sound like you have De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox is my second favorite player in this. Third. So Lonzo has moved up in my. So, but yeah, De'Aaron Fox. To me, this is gonna sound high and crazy, but I'm just going by what I see on the tape. He reminds me of Anthony Hardaway.
Okay. All right.
With his style, he can get to the basket. He's athletic. He can shoot well enough mid range, but he's not like a knockdown like 3-point shooter. But he can set, shoot, and he can create his own shot. And he's a if you put him at the point guard position, you can have him facilitate. He won't just be selfish and go for himself. So I like De'Aaron Fox at that 5 spot.
I like his size, speed, and quickness, ability to finish. Weaknesses,
Little slim.
little slim, but we'll wait and see on that one. To me, he reminds me of a first-year John Wall.
Pretty good
Okay.
comparison.
A first-year
He
John Wall.
can shoot better than John Wall coming in.
I hope so. John Wall could not shoot at all.
He's still struggling a little bit.
That is one of his weaknesses. But he's got better.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got better.
Number 6 pick, Harold. Orlando. Who they going
Malik
with?
Monk.
Okay.
The brothers go back to back, and Malik Monk is he's my favorite player in the draft.
I think this is where we finally
No,
get
yeah, we
a
get
different. We
answers,
finally get
baby.
3 different answers, maybe, and that's why we like mock draft. Number 3, I think this might be a reach because Orlando, they like reaching.
That is true.
I think they're gonna go for NC State's point guard Dennis Smith, strong, athletic, speed in the open court.
He's nice. He's
The
nice.
weakness is he's still learning to be a floor
It's
general,
a little small.
and he reminds me of another, like the other side of the young John Wall.
Oh, I thought
He
you
remind- I was-
I
I
thought you were
remind-
saying local legend Steve
Oh,
Francis.
no, Steve. Nah.
Oh,
nah.
you
But
see?
that's not bad. Nah. Are we talking about Dennis Smith now?
Yeah.
Oh,
That-
Dennis
that's
Smith. He reminds me of Chris Paul.
Oh,
Like his game,
High
his,
praise.
his
Ooh.
stop and go. You know what I'm saying? And his ability to get to the floor and like control the floor, like be a floor general, reminds me of Chris Paul.
what about you, Matt? 6 pick,
Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac. Okay.
Yeah, I think they need some versatility. They need something at
This is the magic.
forward to go around to go with Aaron Gordon. He's a little undersized. They need his Isaac's length and just versatility.
All right, Minnesota, number 7 pick. Who they going with?
Frank Ntilikina,
Okay, I remember that
the
name.
French point
Nicotinelli.
guard. Super long wingspan, and he likes to play defense and pass the ball. Like that is Thibodeau's MO.
Number 7, I'm going with Justin Jackson, small forward from UNC. Length, good length, outside shooting. His explosiveness is one of the weaknesses. NBA comparison can be Tayshaun Prince. That's what I think. Not
cool.
just because he's light skinned, but he just reminded me even when he was playing at UNC. I was like, he just reminds me of Tayshaun Prince. What about you, Harold? Number 7 pick.
This is the Timberwolves?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going with Jonathan Isaac.
Okay.
To me, he's like poor man's Kevin Durant. He got the size, length. He can shoot outside. He can bring the ball to the floor. Like, he can do a lot of things. If they get him, they're gonna have a squad, though. The Timberwolves in like the next, if we could just fast forward 10 years, they're gonna be like
They're the same.
vicious.
They're in a very similar situation to the 76ers.
Yep.
They have like a lot of young talent that is supposed to be very
And
good.
if they can keep them after his second contract,
Yeah.
that is, whew,
Oh, yeah.
that is the key.
But they have so many right now.
Uh-huh.
If they lose they'll still be.
Yep. Number 8, Harold, New York Knicks, the Knickerbockers.
So
Boom. But I hope Boom. Hey, call Boom for me, Crosby. Boom is a New York Knick fanboy who he's still a fanboy at heart, even though he say he's now a Wizards fan. But New York Knicks, who they going with?
I had Justin Jackson here. I had them going with Justin Jackson. They need scoring.
So Harold said Justin Jackson from UNC will be the Knicks' first pick in the 8th pick, their first selection. I'm going with Malik Monk. Finally need a score.
Score.
That will go with possibly Derrick Rose, another person who can go with Carmelo while
They
he's
getting rid of
there.
Carmelo.
I don't know.
And-
Melo's gone.
And a
Melo's
score
gone.
that will go with Porzingis.
Porzingis might be gone.
Porzingis is gone.
No. Hopefully not.
Have you told everybody that the station owner has publicly said "fuck the Knicks"?
yes, we've said that you
told the
disavowed
public.
them, but I think you're still.
I
think you're
disowned
still-
them. I took them out of my will.
My weakness of him, below average wingspan, but he can be,
Electric.
yes, like Lou Williams.
Yo, you heard Melo Ball's going to the Knicks, right?
Oh no.
Oh, that's who you want.
No.
You might get LeVar.
What about you, Matt?
I'll take his dad.
What about you,
I
Matt?
have
Number 8
Malik
pick,
Monk. Malik Monk going
Malik
to the
Monk.
Knicks.
Okay,
But we got a score there. We all
Alright.
got a score there.
That's what
so.
they need. They
That's what
need
they need.
somebody.
Did
they
you
need a
invite
scoring
me on this
guard.
segment to piss me off? Is
Yeah,
that the only
we
reason
just
you
want
did
you to
this?
hear what we have.
I'm signing off. This is Jeremy Beaver, station manager for WLVS Radio, bringing you hashtag fuck the Knicks. I spent 40 years of my life trying to love this team. I'm done. I'm now a Wizards fan.
Hey,
That's a good
So
one.
if you have some info on who the Wizards are getting next year, I'll stay on the show.
Nobody.
Well,
Y'all
yeah,
gonna
nobody
talk
in the
about
first
the
round.
Knicks.
Nobody in the first round.
Fuck the Knicks. Goodbye.
Number 9, Dallas. Who they got? Who they going?
Smith. I
Dennis
think they're
Smith.
gonna-
Okay.
I don't think that they're like a believer in the point guard ability
Yeah.
of
Seth.
is it Seth.
Okay.
So they're gonna go guard here. I think
Yeah.
Dennis Smith is like he makes sense.
I think they're going to go with a power forward, Laurie Markkinen from Arizona.
You
7
read
feet,
my mind, dog. You read
225.
He's the Dirk clone.
Yes, I love the height, the coordination. He can also be a slasher,
Yeah, he's
even
nice.
with that size. He lacks overall strength, but I mean he is only
Pick that up.
19.
You can get some strength.
He's only 19. His father played professionally, I think, overseas. NBA comparison can be another Dirk, but he
Yeah,
can also
Dirk.
be a Kristaps.
Yeah.
He can.
Or he could be Ryan Anderson.
No, I think
I
he'll
think he
be
had
better.
more mobility than Anderson.
He
But
can handle the rock too.
yeah. What about you, Harold?
I'm with you.
Okay.
Dallas, Lauren Marketing.
Okay. Number 10 pick, Harold. Sacramento has another selection. And for me, this is when things get crazy. But go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, who the mock drafts are saying here, I'm like, they better not pick him because it'll be a fail. But for the Kings, I think that they need a replacement for DeMarcus Cousins leaving. So I would go with Jared Allen
Okay.
from Texas.
Texas. Okay.
He's a solid center. To me, he's reminiscent of Tim Duncan.
Oh.
in his style of play, and they need stability I know they got the other dude that they got from
Willie
Kentucky last year,
Cauley-Stein, yeah.
Cauley-Stein. But this dude is different. He's different. He does dirty work, and I think he'll help them like get some stability with their franchise.
This might be the first real reach of the draft for me. And I'm going with a shooting guard from Duke, Luke Kennard, 6'6", 202. He can shoot off the dribble and spot up, moves without the ball very well.
They need some shooters.
High IQ.
Do they still got Ben?
Yeah, Ben that.
Oh, that was a fail. That was
high IQ. He lacks explosiveness, and his wingspan is shorter than his height. But
but he can score.
he can score. I think he can be, and I'm just thinking about it right now. He can be a Jeff Hornacek type.
Yeah, I see him as C.J. McCullough.
It's a good one too.
What about you, Matt? Number 10 pick.
I also had Luke Kennard to the Kings.
So it's
'cause
not a reach.
No,
It's not a
they-
reach.
Yeah.
they need somebody at that. Somebody that can shoot and potentially play the small forward in the next level. Go a little small. Get some shooters out there with Buddy Hield and who do they have? And De'Aaron Fox. And they have Scala Labissiere and
Yeah.
some other big Willie Cauley-Stein. I think it makes sense.
All right, so I thought I was reaching there.
No, that's a
All
good
right,
one.
all right. Number 11 pick, Charlotte Bobcats. Matt, who are they going with?
Zach Collins.
Zach
They're
Collins.
gonna pick another big man and hope one of them is actually good to help Kemba Walker and Nicholas Batum out.
I'm going with Donovan Mitchell from Louisville, shooting guard. Long wingspan. He's a three-point shooter, athletic. Decision-making can be one of his weaknesses, and he can be a 3-and-D type player like Dennis Scott.
Yeah, I like Donovan Mitchell. To me, he's like Eric Gordon, not with the shooting style, but how he scores the basketball, and especially like I think Eric Gordon before the injury.
Okay.
Eric Gordon was nice, and then he got hurt. He's still been a good player, NBA player, but yeah, he that's who he reminds me of. Eric
Number 12 pick, Detroit Pistons. Who do you have, Harold?
Detroit Pistons. So here, if they want to win, man, let me see here. I say they get John Collins from Wake Forest.
Okay. All right.
To me, he's like Al Horford. Poor man's Al Horford. Can score the basketball, length, height, strength, and shoots outside at times. He hasn't really developed the three. That's something he would have to develop at the next level, but he can shoot well enough. So, yeah, I think they go with a big here.
At number 12, Detroit, I think they're going to go with Og Anunoby from Indiana. Versatility on defense, love his size, struggles in isolation offense, but I think
To me,
he's someone
he's
that
a
can grow.
Stanley Johnson clone to me, though. Like, they got that on the team.
That's true.
So if they do that, I mean, that's why I was like, get somebody to help Andre Drummond out.
That's true. That's
Take
true.
pressure over him.
What about you, Matt? Number 12 pick,
This
Detroit.
is where I had Laurie Markkinen.
Okay.
They need to space the floor with Drummond. They need somebody that can just go out there and just shoot the ball at the 4 position. And Stan Van Gundy loves a stretch 4.
All right, number 13, Denver. Who they going with?
Denver, I have them going Jared Allen.
Okay.
They need to get some defensive help for their center.
I think
Jokic.
Denver is going to get a wingman. They're going to get Derek White from Colorado, so they'll get a somewhat local guy, good mid-range shooter, natural scorer. He does lack length and quickness on defense. He can be a Bradley Beal type player. What about you, Harold? Number 13, Denver.
Denver should probably go with Terrence Ferguson,
Okay.
who's like a real good defender, can score the basketball. To me, he's like kind of like Trevor Ariza, but can score a little better. So I think that's what they should do. They need scoring.
Miami, number 14 pick. Harold.
I'm going with T.J. Leaf.
It's a good, smart guy.
T.J. Leaf, the new age Christian Laettner.
All right. Number 14, I'm going with John Collins from Wake Forest. Pick and roll finisher. He can be a slasher for his size. Very high energy. His one weakness, defensive awareness and just foul trouble. Also, he gets into that sometimes. What about you, Matt?
I had TJ Leaf.
Oh,
Also,
TJ Leaf. All right, all
Makes
right.
sense to pair with Whiteside. They need a 4.
Yeah.
Number 15, Portland. Matt.
Harry Giles.
Harry Giles.
Harry Giles. I think they're gonna reach for him just because of his upside, and they have 3 first-round draft picks, and they just really need, star power.
All right, number 15, I think Jonathan Isaac from Florida State. Great size for a small forward. 6'11". He's going to play a lot of small forward. Great size, athletic. Slow release off the dribble, though, and ball handling needs to be worked on. To me, he's like a taller Andrew Wiggins. What about you, Harold?
Good. For this, we on the Heat?
No, 15,
we're on the
Portland.
Oh yeah, I got Unanobi from Indiana, which is like he plays like Stanley Johnson. I think he'll be help the Blazers.
Yeah, all right.
Be a backup shooting guard.
Number 16, Chicago. Who do you have, Harold?
For 16 for Chicago, I got Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Here. I know you had him going a little earlier, but yeah, I got Donovan Mitchell here for the Wolves. They need shooting. Who knows how long Wade's knees gonna hold up before them Jones crumble.
I'm going with number 16, Isaac Hartenstein from Zalgiris overseas. To me, he's the first overseas player that will come on into the draft. 7 feet tall, 225. He's very mobile, good court vision, good passer. He's very foul prone and not a rim protector. He can be a Mason Plumlee type player. What about you, Matt?
This is for the Bulls.
Bulls, 16 pick.
John Collins. I think they need some big man help. They really need a 4. And they're gonna lose. They may lose their what's the 3-point shooter there? The big man.
Meritage?
Yeah,
yes.
Meritic is a free agent this year. They could lose him, so I think John Collins.
All right, number 17, Milwaukee Bucks. This is the first outside of the lottery, first playoff team pick.
Playoff team. I think they're gonna go Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, I'm going with Simi Ojeleye from SMU. 6'7", 335. Love his size. Love his maturity.
He's nice.
Can create his own shot. I think he could be one of these, 5 years from now, we're like, he might have been one of the best players in the draft.
How did he slip so far?
That's what we're going to say. How he slipped so far.
I would say, to me, he's like Ron Artest.
That was my comparison.
Oh,
Ron
yeah.
Artest. Or
Meta World Peace.
even a Draymond Green.
Okay.
Go ahead, number 17 pick.
Who you got? I don't got anybody. My jump's getting hazy around here. I can throw a name out. This is, you said number 17?
Yeah,
That's the
Milwaukee.
Bucks?
Yep.
Man. Bam Adebayo.
All right. That's what's up.
They won't win. To me, he's like Dwight Howard.
That team is one of the biggest teams, and I think they're ahead of the curve. I think they're gonna be like yes, and they just got a lot of big dudes that can play multiple positions. So I think that's a very good pick. We got how much time? Yes, 5 minutes. All right, since we have 5 minutes, let's just go through the names real quick. We're not gonna go too much analysis. Number 18, Indiana. Who you got, Harold?
Justin Patton.
All right, I'm going with Terrence Ferguson from Australia. Can be a Kevin Martin type. Go ahead. Number 18. Okay, all right. Number 19, Atlanta. Who you going with?
Bam Adebayo.
Harry Giles.
All right, I'm going with DJ Wilson, power forward from Michigan. Number 20, Harold. Portland again. Yeah. Portland has 3 picks. Now they may not keep all 3, but they have 3 as of today.
I'm going with Yvonne Robb.
Okay. I'm going with Tyler Lydon, power forward from Syracuse. What about you?
OG Adenubi.
Okay. All right. Number 21, Oklahoma City Thunder. Who they going for?
Terrence Ferguson.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
I think
That's what I'll pick.
I think they're gonna go with Dylan Brooks, small forward from Oregon. Can be a Luol Deng type player, high IQ. Go ahead, Harold.
I'm going with Isaiah Hartenstein.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though I think he'll be a bust.
Number 22. Number 22. Brooklyn finally get a pick in here. Worst team, and they had to get a pick from the Wizards, so they got 22.
Oh, what a blow. Jordan Bell.
Okay. All right, from Oregon, correct?
Yes.
All right. Number 22, I think Brooklyn will select Sterling Brown out of SMU, 3-and-D type player. Can be like Ron Artest.
I have Ivan Robb going to the Nets.
All right. Number 23, Toronto.
I think they're gonna go Ike Anigubi.
Okay.
I think
I'm going with Zach Collins out of Gonzaga. I know you all brought him up earlier. I think for some reason he's going to go to Toronto in this position. What about you, Harold?
This is
Toronto,
Toronto needs
number 23.
I'm going with Semi.
Okay. Ojale.
Mhm.
Ojaleye. We need to learn his.
Ojeleye,
We need
yeah.
to pronounce his name.
Lele.
I love to figure out the right pronunciations of people's names because it is their name.
Semi.
Yeah. So
Semi.
so yeah,
Semi.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna be one of these people like, oh, I'll give you a nickname. Nah. Number 24, Utah. Harold.
Juwan Evans.
Okay, I'm going with Devin Roberts, small forward from Florida.
I have DJ Wilson from Michigan.
Okay, number 25, Orlando has another pick.
Frank Jackson, Duke point guard.
Ooh.
Hard.
25. I think they're going to get another forward, Caleb Swanigan.
Yeah.
That guy dominated
Caleb Swanigan.
in the Big Ten. What about you?
Wow, the fact that we have that at the same is crazy.
Okay.
Caleb Swanigan.
Number 26, Harold Portland again.
3 first-round picks.
Dang. Devin Robinson.
Okay. All right. This is where, didn't you mention Juwan Evans would have went to them?
Yes.
This is where I think he still would go to them just later. Juwan Evans, okay, Oklahoma State point guard. Go ahead.
I have Justin Jackson going here.
All right. Brooklyn, number 27 pick.
Caleb Swanigan.
Okay. I have Jordan Bell going here to Brooklyn. What about you, Harold? Brooklyn at number 27.
Ike Anagobu.
Okay.
Gogu.
All right. The Lakers, their second number one pick, first round pick, I mean. Harold, who do you think they're going to select?
Josh Hart.
Ooh, okay. All right. I think Harry Giles is going to come right here.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And I think the reason why he's going to come here, he has great potential, but the injury history is the issue. He can be Chris Bosh if he stays healthy.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. I don't think he shoots as good as Chris Bosh does. But
Might be a little more athletic, though, if he's back.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
I have Isaiah Hartenstein going here.
Okay. All
Big
right.
man.
Number 29, San Antonio.
Tony Bradley.
Tony Bradley. Okay. All right. What about you, Matt?
PJ Dozier.
All right. Number 29. This is where I think Bam Adebayo goes to the Spurs.
Dang.
Someone to help out
LaMarcus.
LaMarcus, someone that could be that rim protector. What I love about him, he's mobile. He could play out in the perimeter on defense and in the post. Great offensive rebound there. The weakness is the shot blocking, but I think that's something you can learn. Did you say you already said you're 20? All right, last pick in the first round, Utah Jazz. Harold, who do you think they're going to select?
30. Jerron Blumen's game.
Okay, you seem like you did your analysis right there.
Exactly.
I'm going with TJ Leaf out of UCLA, going to Utah. Athletic, runs the floor, can finish around the basket. Not ideal size for a power forward, but it can be ideal in a few years. What about you?
I had Jordan Bell going here.
Jordan Bell. All right.
Can I just say one person I think should go in the top?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Tyler Dorsey
From
from Oregon.
Oh yes. Okay. All right.
I think he's getting snipped here, and he can score at a clip with the rest of them, with the Malik Monks.
Uh-huh.
And he needs to be up there because NBA is about scoring. So
True.
no scorer should be off the first round docket. In my
That's
opinion.
what's up. Well, we only had a couple more minutes, and I know you all did not know this, but let's put something on this. I have a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card. I know y'all love Chick-fil-A.
Delicious.
The winner is the one who gets most of these correct in the position.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So keep hold on to your records so we can compare. The draft is this Thursday, starting I think 7 p.m. So whoever has the most correct at that position will get a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card. Before we wrap up, I want to say thank you, Harold, for coming on. Harold, plug your show
most
real
def,
quick.
Yo. And just check us out at BLK Sports 980 on IG. You check us every Wednesday. You follow the IG, you'll log into what we doing.
Matt, man, I know you have some things coming up in the future, so stay tuned for Matt and everything that he does. I want to thank everyone for watching and listening. I want to thank everyone who watches on the Facebook page because a lot of people are watching it after the show. So I want to thank everyone for
The
that.
new engineer.
Yeah, new engineer Crosby. Want to thank you for everything that you do. Hey, man, until next time, everyone, sports reality. Peace.